Hey guys. Okay, yes, we're right back. And I know I already done my journey vlog for the day. So in a way this is going to be more like a great walks. But it's not going to be to show you a brand new place or anything. But this is to show you why I like this park so much. So I'm going to show you some of my favorite trails and why they're appealing to me. And I'm going to do this on guys, so like I said, yes, I did already do my weight loss vlog for the day, and so this is more or less just going to be a great walks. And so I am going to tell you a little bit about how I did today though. For my meal I had 3 cod sticks, a dark green salad with my rice noodles, and some shrimp, and some chicken salad that my husband made. It didn't have any macaroni or anything in it. It was just spicy chicken salad. And Catalina. Well, as I'd said this morning, I had to go get some groceries. So I'd been looking at a particular brand or a particular bag of Doritos that was organic and was right cheddar. I thought, okay, I'm going to go on ahead and try them. I'm going to tell you what, seriously, I'm really not having the taste for chips anymore. I really don't. I am finding them to be overwhelmingly salty, but chocolate's still going down good. So I also got me a Crunch bar, and I ended up drinking 3 mini cans of Coke with ice. I guess basically I needed some fast carbs, but I did make sure that I had plenty of protein to counteract that, you know. So I actually had 3-part protein instead of 2. But anyway, watching C-Dub today, he is such a motivation. He really is. Taking down fat with C-Dub. He's growing fast. He gives great information. And he is so helpful, so motivating. So he showed where he walks, his downtown, his old downtown area that's historical. And that was so fascinating. And I wasn't going to go walking today. I wasn't. I was not planning on it. But after I watched him, I told hubby, well, C-Dub motivated me to go on ahead and go walking today. And I decided that since I was going to go on ahead and go walking, I would just show you some of the best trails and the specific spots that I question over. certain spots I question over. Because, let me give just a small background about this place, because I don't know it in detail anyway. But in the 1800s, there was a rancher by the name of William Cameron. And when he died, his wife donated the property to Raco. And Raco turned it into a park. Now this park, the ranch itself was over 500 acres. And now there's a part of the park that is actually private. It's a ranch itself, but it is a part of the park. And in order to go onto that trail system, you have to sign a waiver. But overall, the public area of the park is still over 400 acres. So, like I said, and there is over 15 miles worth of trail, including the trail that goes into the privately owned ranch that's a part of the park. So I haven't walked all of the trails. I haven't walked all of them, but anyway, I'm going to show you some of my favorites, and I'm going to show you certain parts and see what you think they might have been, because they are a part of the original ranch before it was turned into a park. So let's see if you can guess what these certain parts are that I'm going to show you. And personally, I have no clue. I do not know, so I can't tell you if you're right or wrong. So your guess will be as good as mine, and you can leave your guesses down in the comments below. So I'll be right back with you in a little bit to show you my first favorite. Now, before we get to one of my favorite trails, just want to show you some of the beauty here. I love the beauty of these cliffs. Now, this is the river walk right here, and it is among the favorite of many people, because overall it's flat. There's very little resistance. It's easy to walk. And you get the beauty of walking along the river. And so, you know, it's a simple, great walk. There's little sides here and there that also makes great fishing spots. It's not very greatly recommended to take a dip bow, but I'll get to some of my favorites here in just a moment. Now, one of the things that people appreciate also about this park is that there are a few points, at least 3, where there is picnic area and bathroom. And a wonderful view right here where you can go fishing and just enjoy the beauty. Let's keep moving. Now this right here, this small barrier, I do not know if it was original with the park or if it was part of the ranch. Like this part right here looks so much older. So honestly, I don't know. And it does have a large primitive stone in it. So Let's see on this side. So really, I don't know if this is part of the park when it originated, or if it has a part to do with the ranch. I really don't know. But let's keep moving on. Now, one of the things that I appreciate about this park is that the trail systems are marked. You can see all of this. Even like that, you know? So, and it tells you, like down here, gives you the legend. The green circles is very easy, like the river trail. Intermediate gives you somewhat of a challenge, but on the whole parts you can do it. Advanced, I have done advanced. And expert, there's only a couple of the experts. I have gone up at least one. So, you know, it shows you what you're getting into. And I like that. But even more so, you don't just look at the map, but it gives you your signs. And if you get on a trail, they've got the sign posted on a tree, so you know if you're on the right trail or not, or which trail to hit. So that's one of the great things I appreciate about this park. It's decently marked. Once I figured out the trail system, I didn't get lost. The first time I tried to walk it, I did get lost badly. But I had to study the map and learn how the trail system was. After that, no problem. And I can explore this park and know that whatever trail I'm on, it always leads to a trail I'm more acquainted with, so to speak. And it always leads me where I need to go. So let's keep going. I'm not at my favorite trail yet, or at least one of the many that I do like to go on. There is a fresh brand new bridge. They just built it. I mean, it is still so new that you can smell. It was constructed last year, late fall. And it is still so new you can still smell the fresh wood. I love it. Now, before they built this bridge, to cross this mess, because that's exactly what it was, a mess. They had flat sawn logs and just slices of sawn logs, and they just had them laid across this so that you had to kind of play hopscotch across those flattened logs. And what really made it bad was if the river was up, or if it just rained, it was an absolute muddy mess and you almost couldn't get across it. So this bridge is awesome, guys. I love this bridge. I love it. Let's keep going. Okay, now this is one of the trails that I really like to walk, but I've only hiked it a couple times because dun dun, it's a double triangle, which means advanced. So this is the Batcave, and you're going to hike it with me, and I'm going to speed it up so that it doesn't take as long for you to go. Let's get started. Alright guys, we are up to the top of it, and as you can see, I had to hike my legs up pretty good. Let me walk back to the edge here, let you get a good look at it down. Yeah, I'm having to go quite a way for you to really look at it. And get over here to this edge where you can really see from this position. So yeah, it's a good climb. Another reason why I like it is because it is a good workout. There's also Jacob's Ladder, which is an actual staircase with some good sized steps, but this at least has a lovely outlook, you know. So does Jacob's Ladder, but this, because it's a part of nature, makes it more worth it. So I'm going to get to the point that I hike this more, because I do really love the resistance. I really love the resistance. So that is one trail that I really like. I'll be back with you with another one. The thing that I really appreciate about this park is there's so much shade because of the forestry. And that brings the temperatures down by about 10, even 15 degrees according to how dense the trees are. So it makes it so much more comfortable to hike in than just right out in the sunshine. That's another thing that I really do love about this park. Almost to the second trail that I like. And I just discovered that I liked it. Be there in a moment. Now we are entering Outback, which I'd actually been on Outback, but the sign is on the other end of this trail. So when we get to the other end, I'll show you. I believe this one is marked as intermittent because it's not intermediate. Thank you. Sorry guys, I keep thinking intermittent fasting. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that this is intermediate because there's only a few slopes that's a little testy, but on the whole part it's a very easy trail to walk. But there's an area on this trail particularly that I'm wanting to show you, and I want you to leave in the comment below what you think it might have been. When we get to it, I'm going to tell you what I think it may have been, or what it might be now. So I'll be with you in a moment. We'll be there shortly. Here's just a part of, I think, might have been the original park, but it could be part of the ranch. So I don't know. I gotta keep moving though because there are biting flies here, horse flies. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, here we are. So like, I don't know if you can see this really. But it's a fence, like a fenced-in area. Now, I think maybe it's a graveyard because of this slab of cement right there, but there's no markings on it, so I'm not quite positive. Like there, I don't know, maybe it more or less was a cattle pen or a pig pen, maybe. Because I don't see any tombstones in there. But I wonder just what it is or what it was for. So there you can see it's a fenced in area. I don't see any stones, but you could tell it's so because look at all the trees that's in there now. So what do you all think this may have been? There's that, and then there's this one here, and here's part of a fence that was with it. It's got paint on it, but there's that fence there that's got like a rail fence on the inside of it. So maybe it had been a pig pen or kettle pen. And then I had seen up here, when I was up here yesterday, there was another pen over here. But there's a mound over there, but once again, no stone. And see if I can find that other pin or fence that I'd seen that was around here. Yeah, there, a little bit more. It's kind of short, but you can see it. So if yous have an idea of what that might have been, if yous think maybe it is a very old graveyard that has no headstones, or if maybe it was some kind of an animal pen, leave your best guess down in the comments below. And we're moving on. Now right here is part of a part of the trail called Powder Monkey. Now this goes into the private ranch that's a part of this park. But like I said, in order to go through this part of the park, you have to sign a waiver. And the majority of people that goes in here are bikers, but there's also a hikers club if you want to join that. There's some more items that may or may not be from the park when it first started. Might have been a mile marker, or who knows. There's some more stone here. I don't know. Like I said, give me your best idea down in the comments below. We're moving on. Now here's something that I just discovered. I hadn't seen this. Look here, concrete slab with a layer of asphalt. So that went to the road. There's some more asphalt right here. So maybe they had discarded some stuff when they renewed the road. I don't know. What do you all think? Let's keep moving. Oh, another slab with asphalt. Look at all this asphalt. That's a question. Alright, let's move on. Okay. Here is some brick. So I'm thinking maybe in there somewhere. Or maybe even in here. One time might have been a house seat. but you can't see for all the shrub. So let's keep moving. As it happens, Outback has got a lot of original of something that went to the ranch. Interesting. Okay, so here is another wonderment for me. We have got this over here, which is like old bag of cement that got wet. But we've got this, kind of like, almost like a hitching post, very low to the ground. And we've got an old pillar. Now who knows what this went to. Now this is on a trail called Hale Bop. H-A-L-E. Bop. So here we have got a whole mess of bricks and some more cement and like very old laid stuff. You can tell it's got moss on it. And this is a hunk of cement that's got rebar in it. So what do you think this possibly could be? Please leave down in the comments below what you think. This is another trail that I love to hike. Highlander. And it's advanced. Now I don't know if I said advanced or expert with Batcave. Batcave is expert. This is advanced. And it really does try you. It tries you. Really does. But I'm not walking that today because I did do Batcave. Now Highlander is over a mile long. So not only does it test your strength and your stamina, but your endurance as well. So yeah, I'm not doing that today. Okay guys, I'm gonna go up this trail, and it is not my favorite. I hate going up it. I've only gone up it once, but there's something that I want to show you on another trail that I don't normally ever hike, but I have seen it before. So let's go on ahead and go. I'll be with you in a bit. Alright guys, this is supposed to be a fairy village. And someone came here and busted it all up. Now I saw it when all the little toy houses was up. And it was cute as punch. Seriously. It was so cute. And someone just turned around, came up here disrespectfully, and busted it up. I mean, at least we've still got the wind chimes over there. Beautiful wind chimes. But, you know, I know this is all fantasy and all that, fake and everything, not real. But, like kids particularly, and yeah, it's not good to feed their fantasy like that to the point that you're lying to them. But it's kind of fun to them to see if they could by some chance spot a fairy, you know? Even though the fairies don't exist. It's just something a little fun. Something similar to when a kid pretends that they're driving a Matchbox car or that they're Barbie when they're playing with the dolls, you know? Just a little bit of an imagination. And as long as you turn around and tell them that it's not real in the long run, you know, just let them imagine, have a little fun about it. But nonetheless, you know, somebody or some people erected that for fun, and someone goes through and disrespectfully ruins it. Not very polite, guys, come on. even if we don't believe in stuff like that, let's not be disruptive. Anyway, there's a couple more things I want to show you, and then I'll give you my afterthought. Here's something else, guys. This is one other thing I'm wanting to show you, but there's one more thing that I want to show you after this. I don't know if I can actually get in here. I'm going to see if maybe they mowed it out. But I'm just curious. No. Thought maybe it was a fireplace, but no. It's not. It's not. It is just another stone pillar. I mean, it looks like it might have been a fireplace. And maybe it was. Maybe it was a very tall house and this was part of the fireplace, but the fireplace really began up there on the floor. Who knows, but neat, huh? Okay, on to one more, well, two spots actually, but let's go on ahead and move on. Okay guys, we just now entered onto Johnny, and it is on Johnny that there's two individual things that I want to show you guys. So I'm going to give a short little bit before we're finished, and then I'll give you the rest of my afterthought. But one of the things that really hits me is, with all the battles that I have had in trying to lose weight, and even now sometimes eating a little more than what is necessary doing OMAD. I mean, if I was eating 2 meals a day, then I could split that up, you know. But seeing that I'm doing OMAD, all the calories is in that one meal. So I really have to choose carefully what I eat in that one meal so I don't overdo it. And it would be the same thing eating 2 meals, you know, just very carefully selecting. But see what this says. Kidney, huh? Well, that shows walking trail down that way, so okay. Anyway, I'm wanting to stay on Johnny. I saw that there was a path that went down, but it seems to me like Johnny stays easy for a while after I get up to a certain point. Anyway, so in walking today, I mean, I wanted to go on ahead and show this to you guys, but in walking today, that was me saying, I'm not going to let this beat me. I'm not. I mean, I could very easily just sit around for the next 3 or so days. But I made the choice to go on ahead and hike today. So that means that I've only rested once in 2 weeks. And, you know, I'm glad that I'm hiking today. I'm glad, and remarkably I feel great, but I'm not going to let this weight and still having the effects of womanhood and sometimes eating too much get me. I'm not going to let it defeat me. I'm not. It's I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I want this too bad to let it beat me. It had beat me too often, so many times. I'm not going to let it this time. So, anyway, I'll be with you here in a moment as soon as I see these other two things. Okay, so I'm sorry I didn't get to show you the last two things, which is good because I ended up taking a different trail that I had never took before. So, but anyway, the battery died, so I couldn't finish it. But the one thing that I was wanting to say was, if you're going to hike a trail like that, or a park that's got a lot of trail systems and a lot of mileage and slopes and stuff, just be sure to wear very comfortable, flexible hiking tennis shoes. Dress as cool as possible. Take plenty of water, 2 bottles, 3 bottles, and not the little 12-6s or anything. I mean, get yourself some good sized sport bottles. And be prepared to sweat. Be prepared to sweat and pour your guts out, so to speak. And enjoy the hike, because for every bit of power that you put behind it, you're using up the fat resources, but you're building muscle. So I just want to encourage you to get out there and really enjoy. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day.